Hello and welcome back to Nerd News Today Toy Fair 2021. And now joining me on the other side of the line here, we've got the representative from Epoch Toys. We've seen her give us tours of Calico critters in the past, and we're going to talk about those today as well as a few other items. We've got Maria Haberman with us today. Maria, how are you?
I'm cold with the snow that we've had recently, but I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. That's right. 'Cause you're in New Jersey, I'm in New York, so we both got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That should give people an idea of when we're recording this, because yeah, we had like hopefully that'll be the worst of the snow this winter, but we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, I know. Cross fingers.
So Maria, let me ask you the first question I'm asking all my guests this weekend, and that's what was your favorite toy as a kid growing up?
Oh gosh, that is a great question, and really putting me on the spot here.
That's what I do.
You know what? I really loved, I was a big role play girl, so I really loved my baby doll. I named her Colleen, which apparently was after a girl I knew in church. But yeah, I loved my baby doll, Colleen. She was one that I played with most.
So as I mentioned, folks will definitely remember you best from our tours of the Calico Critters booth in the
Yeah.
past, which is a lot of fun. I know it's a very different thing than what we normally cover here on Nerd News Today, but it's something I like. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. We're talking about Calico Critters today. So yeah, I know that you guys in 2021 have a bunch of things coming out for Calico Critters. So let's just get the quick rundown of what can we expect this year.
Sure. So, Calico Critters is known for their nature, family, and love. That goes without saying that they always bring a little bit of whimsy into their line. So, this year's no different. I think, especially with people longing to travel and go places and have some real in person entertainment. This year, they're actually bringing you Calico Land amusement parks. So, the colors are just beautiful, really whimsical, fun. Think of like carnival slash like full on amusement park with really classic rides that you would know and love from any amusement park that you go to. It's the baby amusement park. So the baby Calico Critters, those were introduced a few years ago, and they've become so popular that they kind of decided to create a full-on line surrounding the baby critters.
So can you tell us exactly what items are going to be part of this line? Are we talking like amusement park rides? Are we talking like concession stands? What's the plan?
So it's mostly just featuring a lot of really cute rides. You've got everything from like a little Ferris wheel to a rocket launcher to a little, horse-drawn carriage, all the way to like a cute little carousel spinning ride that's very reminiscent of, like a teacup ride.
Now, when we last talked about Calico Critters, we were following the story of a specific character, a specific little bunny rabbit. Are we continuing that storyline here into these toys?
So the main attraction actually features a couple different figures, critters. You've got a Pookie Panda baby, which actually the Pookie Panda family has gotten a little bit of a refresh in their design. A Sweet Pea Rabbit baby, as well as a Persian cat baby, which is also one of the more popular ones with their really unique and cute adorable flocking that they have, very tactile. But yeah, so those are like the main features in the set. But of course you will see some of the other critters that you know and love, like the hopscotch rabbit baby is featured in one of the smaller sets.
So, Maria, outside of that, are there more blind bags in the works? That was a lot of fun that you guys been doing. I want more blind bags. How about that?
Yeah, we do have a new costume collectible series. So that features 8 of the different critters that you know and love that are associated with a cute little costume or dress up accessory. And then you may find a ninth one surprise critter in the blind bags.
Well, I do like surprises, and especially when they're tiny, cute little soft babies. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot of fun. And when we reviewed the Calico Critters that you sent us a while back, we basically kind of pitched it in a different light because I think for the most part, I imagine most of your customers are going to be parents buying for little kids. But I was pitching them from the angle of a customizer, in that like these are basically things that are sized for GI Joes, more or less, maybe a little bit smaller in some cases, but for the most part, 3 3/4 inch figures. It's a perfect scale for customizing. I'd love to see some folks turn it into like post-apocalyptic scenes or things like that. Have you guys seen anything like that on social media?
We haven't seen it too much, actually. I mean, I think the people that follow Calico Critters and that love Calico Critters remember it a lot from their childhood. So it really does bring back that nostalgic feel. We always get a chuckle if we do find some sort of like random take on a Calico Critter, but I think they're just so sweet and innocent and nostalgic that people don't want to really mess with it too much. But we do have a sense of humor over here.
I mean, I just want to see the next direction for Calico Critters be like the Mad Max license. So I want Calico Critters Fury
Yeah,
Road. I want that to happen.
yeah. I think Stella or Belle could certainly don some sort of like superhero suit. They would look really cute in a cape.
So outside of that, you guys have something really interesting now for this year for Epoch Toys. You guys got the Nintendo license, and you're doing some really interesting things that, again, they're pretty outside of what we normally talk about in terms of scope for toys. But I mean, this is like probably one of the weirdest products we're about to talk about this whole weekend. So tell us what you guys are doing with Nintendo.
Yeah, so Epoch is a Japanese-based company, and so is Nintendo. So it only, was a matter of time before their long-standing neighborly friendship kind of came to fruition with product. But we've got some really fun games, tactile games, for the Nintendo lovers and followers. So we're not really jumping into the video game space per se, but we're having all of those characters that everybody knows and loves from Super Mario brought to little tiny figurines, and bringing some really cool, like, you know, fun balancing games and board games that we have with them.
And you guys are also doing some Aqua Beads too with Nintendo, right?
Yes, yes, which is actually super cool because when you typically do your aqua beads, it's always like a unique take on a character. What's really fun about the aqua beads this year with the Nintendo series, we both have Super Mario and then also Animal Crossing, is that when you create these figures, they actually create that pixelated look that you know and love from the traditional Super Mario characters that you've seen in the original games. So it almost brings it back to like that original you know vision of Super Mario, which makes it super fun.
And so when we're talking about figures, we're talking about Aqua Beads as the figures, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, so you can create with the aqua beads, you can create the characters, and then you can actually make, figurines out of them. So you can actually play with them. You can use them as a display, or even just kind of accessorizing, anything from a book bag to, a pencil purse or that kind of thing. So there really are different variations of what you can do with aqua beads, and I think that's the fun of them. You can play along with the templates that are provided, or you can create something completely original from your own mind.
So my big question here is you guys have Calico Critters, the Epoch Toys, you now have Nintendo. Will there be Nintendo Calico Critters?
Yeah. Don't I wish that would be super fun. I haven't heard anything about that, but never say never in the toy scape. You never know what fans could, uh, root for and vote for. And I think one of the great things that Epoch does is they certainly take in consumer insights. So I don't know if there's enough people asking for it. Maybe we'll see Belle or Stella, jumping over some things, or jumping on some mushrooms, or launching some sort of turtle shell.
I would be all for that. I want to see
Right.
Calico Critters doing the whole Super Mario thing. I'd love to see Legend of Zelda too. I think that would be a perfect fit for you guys.
Oh, there you go. I like that. Zelda would be good too. They would, yeah, they would certainly make good Zelda characters with their fashion choices.
They're already halfway there. So yeah, folks out there, if you guys want to see Calico Critters don some Nintendo licenses, let them know. And Maria, what's the best way for people to let you know what they want to see, and just also how to follow Calico Critters, Epoch Toys, everything you guys are doing over there?
So you can always check out their Instagram page, which is at Calico Critter. They're Calico Critters on Facebook, and Calico Critters Official on YouTube. So, they are continuing their celebration of the 35th anniversary for the Calico Critters. So there's some really beautiful videos there, and of course, product line, extensions and displays and all that kind of thing. So we always love to see what people have created from their own collecting of the calico critters throughout the years. So always feel free to share as well. We may highlight you if possible. Or you can go to epocheverlastingplay.com. So those also have the full line extensions of what Calico Critters has to offer. And then, all of the other products that they sell within their umbrella.
One of the highlights of going to Toy Fair every year is seeing the Epoch Toys booth and just seeing the
I
giant Calico Critters
know.
display. And I'm so sad I don't get to see that this year. So, fingers crossed, 2022 will be back in person. I get to see all the Calico Critters, and yeah, we get to play with all of them in person again. I can't wait for that.
I know. Me too. Me too.
So, Maria, thank you so much for telling us about Calico Critters, for telling us about Aqua Beads, and for the crazy stuff that's going on with Nintendo, because that is some really kind of wild toys out there. That's for
I
sure.
know. It's out of left field for what most people would think with Calico Critters, but it definitely seems like a really perfect match for us when talking about it, and it's fun for sure.
I think so. So, Maria Haberman, thank you so much. Everybody, follow the links below if you want to learn more about all of these toys, especially if you got little kids and you don't have these yet. Get on that.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
No problem. So, everybody, stick around because we've got more nerd news today. Toy Fair 2021 coming right up.